Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Miami's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go play action with Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim and you really miss, you know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Russell makes the grab. It's Hill. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Wants to throw. It's Russell. He wants to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
He's got it. Slips through the line. Bulldozes his way through. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. And you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that with high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Russell. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. This is a designed run. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Russell on play action. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Keelan Russell. Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs,
It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had enough. Opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Snap to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. caught in the backfield. It's Jacobs. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
Finding some room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They go play action with Russell. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up. You play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Russell. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Mensah. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throwing Russell. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To through the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Running inside. It's Fletcher. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Throwing, Mensah. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Mensah to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The option look. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pick.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Mensah throws for the tight end, working that left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together now.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker. Nice pick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got a man. It's 4. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. Quarterback making checks.
Come on, flow. Tino. Over here, bullseye. Blaze it.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's not. Into the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes and I throw the football and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he'll be brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got his man to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. He's got an open man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I've been impressed with this defense today, guys. Like, just really good job of being physical. And you've seen it show up on the defensive line with linebackers, with safeties. Everybody doing a great job filling gaps, understanding discipline, and being where they're supposed to be. Really strangled this running game for this
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll move the tight end. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Tie game. Time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Austin Mack. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Might be changing the route. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pressure coming. He's on the move. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Hand off for Brown. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. The throw. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he puts through the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill. And the defense wasn't able to get it done.
Snap to the back. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the Tide answer.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Here comes the 2-point try. Mack. He's got it. They convert the two, and they take the lead here in the fourth. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Mensah. He's going to take off. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get into the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the ground, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. A give to Brown. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.